Platinum-selling country singer Granger Smith shocked his fans last April when he announced his decision to leave behind his more than 2 decades-long career in music to devote his life to the church. Now, Mr. Smith is opening up about how his faith and pursuit of God's calling have helped him to heal and find purpose again following the devastating loss of his 3-year-old son, River, who tragically passed away from a drowning accident in June 2019. Mr. Smith, who shares daughter London and sons Lincoln and Maverick with his wife, Amber, recalled the life-altering accident during a conversation with the Epoch Times. "I was there with him when it happened," he candidly shared. "I was in the backyard playing with all the kids." After his son's tragic accident, Mr. Smith became consumed by grief as well as internalized guilt. "It turned my world upside down. It sent me into a journey of learning how to recover," he continued. "There were times when I thought I was getting better, but it ultimately led me to a path where I didn't want to live anymore. I found no meaning in living." Upon that realization, Mr. Smith said he was finally able to arrive at a place of surrender. "If I think I'm in control of a world that I absolutely don't have any control over, that would be the catalyst to a meaningless life, a purposeless life. But if I realized that God had a reason, had a purpose, over all of his creations, and if I could trust in that, then I could realize that through bad situations, he is working, for a greater good, a greater purpose," he shared. Putting trust in God. Although Mr. Smith was raised in a Christian home, he noted that he certainly didn't live a lifestyle as evidence of it. "I think a lot of people do all over the world," he offered. "They might say they're religious in any form or fashion, but really, when you dig into it, it's really just a heritage that we learn through our culture or our parents." For Mr. Smith, fully surrendering to God's authority was ultimately what inspired him to leave his illustrious career as a country music star to pursue a life in ministry. "Being a singer and becoming a product on stage that I needed to sell, that required people to worship me, seek attention, and gain praise from people, was the business I was in," he explained.